So you're my brother's fiancé. I know this is sudden, but do you have a moment?
Oh, are you Tom's sister?
Yes, I'm Katie. I need to talk to you about something important.
Nice to meet you. Tom has told me a lot about you.
Has he? What exactly did he tell you?
Just that you're very accomplished and close to his age.
Great. Well, I heard you're coming to our house this weekend for the engagement meeting. Before that, there's something I want to ask you.
Oh, you know about that? Yes, I'm looking forward to meeting everyone.
Yeah, forget all the niceties. Before that happens, we should clear some things up.
What would you want to ask me? I'm home right now, so I have time.
Good. First things first. Where did you study?
My university?
Yes, I heard from my brother that you're about my age. Which university did you graduate from? It's not Harvard, is it?
Harvard? No way, that would be impossible for me. I went to a local state university.
Oh, that's a relief then. Now I can relax.
Relax? What do you mean? Would there have been a problem if I was from Harvard?
Don't ask unnecessary questions.
I'm just curious why my university matters so much to you.
Shut up! Just answer my questions and keep quiet. Don't say unnecessary things.
I'm sorry, but that's quite rude. We've only just met.
Listen carefully. Our family has certain standards.
Standards?
You should feel honored my brother even considered someone like you.
Someone like me?
From a state university, usually we only associate with people from top institutions.
I don't see why that matters if Tom and I care about each other.
It matters a lot. Anyway, see you this weekend. Even though we're the same age, I'm still your fiancé's sister. I outrank you, so watch how you speak to me.
I hope we can have a more pleasant conversation when we meet in person.
Just remember your place, and don't mention this conversation to my brother.
Why not?
Because I said so. You'll understand soon enough.
I should probably let Tom know about this.
Don't you dare! If you tell him, you'll regret it.
Are you threatening me?
Consider it friendly advice from your future sister-in-law.
I see.
Good. Don't forget what I said about your place in this family.
I won't forget this conversation, that's for sure.
Long time no see, Emma. Are you free right now? I have a small favor to ask.
Seems like today's the day for requests.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. Just had an interesting conversation earlier.
Everything okay?
Yeah, just some wedding planning stuff. What's the favor? I'll help if I can.
Actually, we're planning a reunion for our college club members. Would you like to join, Emma? We're trying to get everyone together.
A reunion? That sounds wonderful. When are you thinking?
We're looking at next month. Most of the old group can make it.
Of course I'll join. I'm happy you invited me. I miss everyone.
Remember all those late-night study sessions in the club room?
How could I forget? Those memories got me through some tough times.
It feels like an age ago. I'll let you know once we finalize the details. And I hate to ask, but could you contact Katie? That's actually the favor I wanted to ask.
Katie?
Yes, you remember her, right? Always keeping to herself.
Of course I remember. We were in the same department and major.
Right, but she never showed up to circle activities and didn't hang out with anyone. Nobody has her contact info.
She was quite distant back then.
That's putting it mildly. Did you ever figure out why?
Not really. I tried talking to her a few times, but she always seemed uncomfortable.
But she was still technically a club member, so it would be sad not to invite her.
If you know how to reach her, could you invite her? Actually, I do have a way to contact her.
Really? How did you manage that?
It's kind of a long story, but I have her on social media.
That's perfect. Could you reach out to her?
Leave it to me. I'll ask her.
You're a lifesaver. Think she'll actually come?
Hard to say, but I'll try my best.
Thanks. Let me know how it goes.
I'll message her right away.
Good luck. Hope she's changed since college.
We'll see about that. Hi, Katie. Long time no see. Sorry for the sudden message. Our old college club is planning a reunion. Could you let me know if you're interested? We'd love to have you join us. Sarah from the club asked me to reach out to you specifically. Remember her? I guess you're not using this account anymore.
Take that, you stupid woman! How dare a third-rate university graduate try to marry my brother? Someone like you could never be good enough to marry into our family of academics. Get out and never show your face again!
That's cruel, Katie. Throwing water at me during an engagement meeting? And I already told you the other day that I went to a state university.
A third-rate one? I didn't realize it was such a bottom-tier school.
You seemed fine with it during our chat.
I looked up your university's ranking. It's worse than I thought.
Is that why you threw water at me? Because of rankings?
Even state schools can have decent rankings, but yours is literally the kind where you just need to be able to write your name to get in.
Excuse me?
Do you know how prestigious our family is? My brother is such a brilliant student that he went to university abroad. I'll never accept someone like you marrying my precious brother.
You keep mentioning prestige, but I met Tom while volunteering abroad.
Volunteering? What a joke!
Sure, my university's rankings weren't that high, but they had a strong focus on volunteer work, which really appealed to me.
Volunteer work?
That's why I chose to go there, and it holds precious memories for me. It hurts to hear you talk about it like that.
You don't understand anything. Stupid people can't help others.
That's a terrible thing to say.
Low-ranked university graduates always brag about that kind of thing. It only has meaning when brilliant people like me, a Harvard graduate, do it.
What? Katie, you went to Harvard?
Oh, didn't I mention that? Yes, I'm a Harvard graduate. Though that's just normal in our family of academics.
Family of academics?
Let me educate you about our family's standing. Our parents run multiple companies and travel internationally.
Go on.
My brother studied abroad and is now an elite at a top international firm. And I was called a prodigy since childhood and graduated from Harvard. A third-rate university graduate just isn't suitable to be a wife in such an accomplished family.
So that gives you the right to throw water at me and try to drive me away? I was really shocked and hurt.
So what? Someone as stupid as you wouldn't understand why that was necessary.
What?
Let me make this very clear. Low-class people should marry other low-class people. How dare someone as stupid as you get engaged to my precious brother?
I won't break up with Tom just because you say so.
Break up with him immediately and never come near my brother again.
But
don't you understand? Even though we're the same age, once you marry my brother, you'll be my sister-in-law. A low-education nobody is completely unsuitable to be the sister-in-law of a Harvard graduate like me.
A nobody?
Yes, a nobody. Compared to me, you're like an insect. I'm not just any Harvard graduate, you know.
Is that so?
Let me tell you about my incredible achievements. I lived alone all through high school.
That must have been difficult.
Our parents were always traveling abroad, and my brother went abroad for school too. In the midst of all that, I managed living alone while studying and got into Harvard.
Really?
I'm nothing like a pampered baby who lived comfortably while attending a bottom-tier university.
If that's true, it is impressive.
Huh? Of course it's true. I'm from a family of geniuses, so this kind of thing is natural for me.
Even now as a working adult, I find it challenging to balance living alone with my job.
That's because you're weak.
So managing that in high school, especially while preparing for Harvard, that must have been incredibly difficult. I can't even imagine how hard the Harvard entrance exams must have been.
Of course someone average like you couldn't understand. But since I'm from a family of geniuses, the entrance exams were a breeze.
Tell me more about these exams.
I didn't even open a textbook until the day before the test.
Wow, that's amazing, Katie. You must be a real genius.
Hey, stop it. Flattery won't get you anywhere, and I still won't accept your marriage to my brother.
Why not?
We don't need a low-education wife. We don't need an embarrassing in-law. You're just going to be the laughing stock of our family.
You know, Katie, long time no see. It's been a while since graduation, hasn't it?
Huh?
I was hoping you'd remember who I was a bit sooner. We were in the same department and club, but maybe you've forgotten about me?
What? The same department?
Rather than forgetting, could it be amnesia? It's strange that you're claiming to be a Harvard graduate when we went to the same state university.
No, that's impossible.
Did you have some kind of serious accident after graduation?
Wait, no way! You were really in the same club? And your name is Emma. Oh, no!
Looks like you've finally remembered. Actually, I contacted you about the club reunion recently, too.
Stop! Please stop!
You didn't even read the message, so I thought maybe you'd changed your account. But seems like my guess was right. I'm glad we could reconnect like this.
No way, no way, no way! Wait, this can't be happening! Why did it have to be you of all people? How could my brother's fiancé be someone who knows me?
We took classes together too, remember? You were always late because you had a habit of oversleeping, and I would get extra handouts for you.
Well...
And things were rough after graduation too, weren't they? When we found out at the last minute that you were short on credits.
Please don't.
Since it was my thesis advisor that you were having trouble with, I helped plead your case. Thanks to that, you were able to get your credits through that 1-month volunteer program.
Why do you remember everything?
How could I forget something so memorable? So why are you pretending none of this happened, Katie?
Well,
Come to think of it, you threw water at me as soon as I mentioned our university's name. Could it be that your parents don't know you went to our state university?
Huh?
Your parents were always abroad, right? Have you been lying to them all this time about going to Harvard? Is that why you tried to drive me away, so I wouldn't expose you?
Please stop talking. I'll explain everything. Just please stop asking questions.
Looks like my guess was right.
Yes, fine, you're right. I've been hiding from my family that I went to our state university. I've been insisting all this time that I went to Harvard.
Why would you do something like that?
Because I got carried away with my newfound freedom when I started living alone.
What?
Both my parents and brother were abroad. A high school student living alone? Of course I went wild.
How wild, exactly?
I stayed up late every night watching TV and skipping school. Before I knew it, I was in my senior year and...
So you couldn't manage both after all.
When I realized it, my test scores and academic ranking had plummeted. Of course I didn't get into Harvard, and I barely got accepted into our state university.
What? You barely got into our school too?
I was so nervous on exam day I could barely write my own name. I didn't know what I was doing.
That must have been rough.
But everyone in my family assumed I'd get into Harvard, and I couldn't tell them the truth. So I just ended up lying about getting into Harvard, and then I couldn't take it back.
Is that why you asked about my university beforehand? To check if your lie would be exposed?
I was sure my brother's girlfriend would be from Harvard, then my lie would have been exposed. I was so relieved when you said you were from a local university, but why did it have to be the same one as me? There's hundreds of other universities you could have gone to.
That's not really my fault.
And you know everything about my college days, how I barely attended classes, how I barely got my credits. Why did it have to be you of all people? But now that we're on the same page, I'm warning you. Don't you dare tell my brother.
Too late for that. I've been standing next to Emma reading this whole conversation.
What? Next to Emma? Is this Tom?
So you've been lying to our whole family all this time. And now you're trying to drag my precious fiancé into your lies? That's enough.
No, why are you together? Why did you have to read everything?
Of course we're together. She's my fiancé. Thanks to you, our engagement meeting was ruined, and I was apologizing on your behalf. Then we discover this shocking truth.
Well, it's not like that, brother. I just didn't want to disappoint our family. I wanted to be the daughter everyone could be proud of, so
So you just lied about your education and just kept demanding money, too? Not just tuition, but living expenses and pocket money? You didn't want to disappoint them, so you just demanded $3,000 a month?
Huh? How do you know about the $3,000 monthly allowance?
Our parents consulted me once. They were surprised by how high your tuition and living expenses were.
They did?
Even when I was studying abroad where living costs are higher, I only got $1,000 a month in allowance. I managed with that. So of course our parents would find it strange that you needed $3,000 a month while studying domestically.
Well, that's...
You insisted it was necessary for making memories with friends, for all the drinking parties and gatherings. But from what I heard in Emma's conversation, you never went to any of those.
Shut up! You know I have social anxiety, brother. Even if I wanted to go, I couldn't. I had 0 friends, so I spent all that living expense money on mobile game microtransactions.
Don't you dare act proud about this, you idiot!
I'm not proud,
Our whole family knows about your social anxiety. That's why when our parents consulted me about your living expenses, I defended you.
You did?
I told them that you were trying your best on your own despite being so shy. I asked them to overlook the amount of money you were spending and to support you. I even offered to have my allowance cut to send more to you.
What?
The only reason our parents kept sending that money, despite thinking it was high, was for your sake. They were so happy thinking you finally made friends.
They were?
They wanted to support you enjoying your college life as much as possible.
Dad, Tom.
And yet you kept deceiving our family, piling lie upon lie. And now you've even tried to involve Emma. I'm reporting everything to our parents.
No way. Please don't, brother. Mom and Dad will be furious.
That's your own fault for doing something worthy of their anger. If you hadn't lied from the start, none of us would have cared which university you went to.
But we're known as the brilliant family in our neighborhood. If I told the truth, I'd look like a failure.
You're already living a failure's life.
Huh?
A life where you have to keep lying forever? You better be prepared for that. And once you've calmed down, you'll need to apologize to Emma directly.
Emma, please respond. I need your help. I know you're reading these messages. Please help me. We were classmates, right? We're going to be sisters-in-law. You're the only one I can turn to now.
What?
Tom really told our parents everything. Then they contacted my company on their own and exposed my real education background.
Don't tell me you told your company you were from Harvard, too.
Of course I did. What else could I do?
Katie.
If I said I graduated from Harvard but worked at a small company, my parents would get suspicious. I needed to work at a prestigious place.
So you lied on your resume?
Those companies automatically reject state university graduates, so I had to say I was from Harvard.
No excuse. That's just straight up resume fraud.
You don't understand. I had to maintain the image.
And now?
Because of that, I got fired immediately, and my parents said they don't want to know such an embarrassing daughter. They've disowned me.
That's quite serious.
They've kicked me out of the family home. I have nowhere to go.
Wow, they actually cut family ties?
This is partly your fault, too.
How is this my fault?
If you hadn't exposed me at the engagement meeting.
You exposed yourself by throwing water at me and bragging about Harvard.
I never thought it would turn out like this. Why do I have to suffer so much just for saying I went to Harvard?
Sounds like you haven't reflected on your actions at all.
You don't understand my position. I just played around too much and couldn't get into Harvard.
That's still on you.
But I'm from a family of geniuses, so I had the potential to get into Harvard. What's wrong with claiming to be a Harvard graduate?
You didn't get in because you didn't have the potential. Even after all this, you're not reflecting on what you did.
How dare you?
Katie, you never had the potential or ability to get into Harvard.
What did you say?
You're still not getting it, are you?
That's not true. Please convince my brother. Tell him I'm your important friend and he should forgive me.
Important friend?
We were in the same department and club, weren't we? That means something.
But that was all dark history for you, right? That's why you enthusiastically threw water at me.
Well, I was just panicking. You have to help me.
No, I don't.
Please, I'll apologize properly. I'll never look down on state universities again.
Someone who denies my precious memories and my beloved university can't be my friend.
I'll do anything. Just help me get back into the family.
So goodbye. Try not to lie anymore, okay?
Wait, don't leave me like this.
Tom and I successfully got married. We had a small, intimate wedding ceremony with just close family, but Katie, who had been disowned, didn't show up. She also didn't attend the college club reunion. However, one of our club members who now works at a recruitment agency told us, remember Katie? She's been coming to our agency looking for work, but we're having trouble because she keeps writing Harvard on her resume despite our warnings. It seems she's continuing her life full of lies.